Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss about classification of solvents over there. What is meant by solvent generally? If you take any solution, right, the component which is in more quantity is known as solvent, which is in less quantity is known as solute. Okay, I am not going to discuss all those terms over here. Let us see the classification of solvent. Generally solvents are of two types. Let me take solvents. Solvents are of two types. Okay, based on dielectric charge over there, dielectric constant also we can call dielectric constant. Okay, if the dielectric constant is high, okay, those solvents are known as polar solvents. Okay, if those dielectric constants are less or low, those solvents are known as non polar solvents. Okay, solvents based on the dielectric constants are of two types. If dielectric constants are relatively high, those solvents are known as polar solvents. If the dielectric constants are relatively low, those solvents are known as non-polar solvents, right? This is normal thing, right? Let us check the polar solvent over there. Polar solvent. Polar solvent. I have already mentioned that solvents with high dielectric constant. Solvent with high dielectric constant, right? Let us take some of the examples. Okay, the highest polar solvents is water over there. Its dielectric constant is almost like 78 to 80, followed by formic acid. Okay, its dielectric constant is almost 60, and followed by methanol. Its dielectric constant is 35, and we have many other also. DMSO 47, and DMF also. It is 37 over there. Okay, these are like these solvents have relatively high dielectric constant. That's why these solvents comes under polar solvents, and many others are also there. Okay, let us take non-polar solvents over here. Non-polar solvents. Non-polar solvents means what? We have already mentioned. Solvent with low or less dielectric constant, right? Dielectric constant, we know that. Let us see some of the examples over there. Let us take carbon tetrachloride, C6H6, okay, N-hexane, cyclohexane, ether. Okay, these are all non-polar solvents because they have less or low dielectric constant. This is the classification based on the dielectric constant. Okay, now let us take the second classification based on hydrogen bonding. Okay, based on hydrogen bonding, let us take the solvents. Okay, if they forms hydrogen bond or acts as a hydrogen bond donor over there. Okay, based on the hydrogen bonding. Okay, you can say hydrogen bonding. If they forms hydrogen bonds, right, they are known as protic solvents. Okay, if they are not going to form hydrogen bonding, they are known as aprotic solvents. Okay, let us see what is meant by protic solvent first. Okay, protic solvent. What is meant by protic solvent? Solvents which acts as hydrogen bond donor, right? Hydrogen bond donor. Okay, means what? It forms the hydrogen bonding. Okay, and it has donating unit over there. Okay, let us take some of the examples. Water Water, we know it forms a hydrogen bonding. It has both the units, right? What is this? Donating unit as well as acceptor units. Okay, and let us take some other examples over there, like alcohol, ammonia, and carboxylic acid. Okay, these are all acts as hydrogen bond donor. That's what these particular solvents are known as protic solvents. Let us take the second one, aprotic solvents. Aprotic solvents. Okay, what do you mean by aprotic solvents over there? Which can't form the hydrogen bonding. Okay, which doesn't have donor units. What donor units? Hydrogen bond donating units. Okay, yeah, you can take DMF. Okay, DMSO, acetone, benzene. Okay, and carbon tetrachloride. All this comes under this aprotic solvents. Okay, this is about the classification of solvent based on dielectric constant and hydrogen bonding. Thank you for watching.